Today we're going to be checking out the G-Sonique FSQ1964 vacuum tube high frequency transient vitalizer plugin that comes with the new Mixcraft Pro Studio. I'm going to be using it in 3 different scenarios: a acoustic guitar, and drums, and mastering. Before we get started, I'm going to explain a little bit about the plugin itself. First, on the left of the plugin interface, we have the input volume, so you can set the input level of the sound that you have on your tracks. Next, you'll notice that the plugin has 2 modules, Module 1, Module 2. Each module has 4 controls: frequency, boost, bandwidth, and tube harmonics. The frequency control is setting the frequency that you will be manipulating with the other 3 controls for that module. The boost is how much you will be boosting that particular frequency that you've set. The bandwidth, you'll notice it is marked with low Q and high Q. The low Q is going to be setting the frequency to pretty much precisely the frequency you've chosen here. High Q will affect some of the frequencies surrounding that frequency. And the tube harmonics gives a little bit of that tube harmonic sound. You can raise and lower that, which also basically raises up the sharpness of the frequency that you've chosen. And you can do the same thing over here with Module 2, choosing a different frequency, so that you don't have to have multiple instances of this plugin running. And your output level, which will help you raise or lower the total output of that track. And your on-off switch, which allows you to toggle the plugin so you can hear the difference between your track dry or with the plugin enabled. And the power light over here comes on and off so that you have visual confirmation whether it's on or off. And of course your classic VU meter, so you can tell whether you need to raise or lower the output level of the plugin. The first demonstration of the plugin will be on an acoustic guitar track, and it is completely dry right now. Down here in the beginning, when the guitar track first starts, it's played classically with the thumb and fingers, and down here it is played with a pick. And I'll show you the plugin effect it has on both of those. First, we'll play a little bit of the track dry. Sounds like an acoustic guitar. And I'm going to choose the acoustic guitar preset number 2. And we'll run that again. Really brightens up the high end. And now where it makes a really noticeable difference is down here where I'm using a pick. Play a little bit of that dry, and then I'll add the plug-in with the Acoustic Guitar 2 preset. That guitar just comes to life. So you can definitely see where that is extremely useful for acoustic guitar tracks. Another application for the FSQ1964 that works great is in conjunction with the X-Bass 4000L on drums. And what I'm going to do is demonstrate how to use that on a tom on a drum kit. So what I'm going to do is loop and solo over a single hit on the 3rd tom from my drum kit, and we'll hear what that sounds like dry. It's dry. There's no other word for it. It's just an acoustic drum set. Now, rather than tweaking a 31 band EQ for however long that might take you to get the sound you want, you could use the Transient Vitalizer and the X-Bass to make that tom sound pretty much great without an equalizer. And I just chose the drums enhance 2 preset for the transient, and kick drum 3 for the preset on the bass enhance. And we'll see what that sounds like. Listen to the difference. Comes alive. Now with the added help of the Acoustical Equalizer, and basically what I've done is just pulled out some of the mid frequencies that the drum puts out that I don't like. So we'll add that and see what it sounds like. Shut those off. And a little reverb. And you have a thundering drum. The third and final way I'm going to use the plugin on this tutorial is for mastering. So in Mixcraft, on the Project tab, I've added the X-Bass, the FSQ1964, and the classic compressor that comes with Mixcraft. And we'll play this track basically without the mastering tools first. And there are effects on it. I've EQ'd and reverb and whatever else on all the tracks and made it sound good to my ear. And I've played it on car stereos and whatnot, and it sounds good. But you'll notice a huge difference when I add the mastering effects. So we'll play a little bit of it without. Sounds good, good mix. And the first thing I'll add is the FSQ because that's what we're highlighting right now. And that's just on the Crystal Highs preset. So you can hear a major difference there in the clarity of the hi-hats and the guitar picking and the drums, and everything comes right out. And we'll add the X-Bass, and I just like the acoustic bass preset. And the classic compressor. We'll hear what that sounds like now. Quite a difference. It's a huge difference, so it's obvious which you would like to be your final recording.